Hey there, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Welcome to day 2880 of What You Up To Now. Documenting the journey. This is a segment where I just talk about what's working, what's not working. For me, as I went from the brick and mortar corporate world of businesses to the online world of business and businesses. And there's so many similarities. I mean, business is business. It all involves people. It all involves relationships. It all involves some strategy. It all involves testing, tweaking, trying, putting forth effort, stepping out of your comfort zone. And I could go on for probably hours and days talking about any of this. But today, what I am working on is I'm doing a roundup for each of the different 9 life framework areas that I talk about. I've got this little framework and teach about all the time: physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, financial, relationships, contribution, communication, and confidence. And these 9 areas have served me incredibly well throughout my life, which is why I'll share them with everybody who will listen, actually. And we're focusing on communication today. I'm doing a roundup, meaning I'm asking 4 questions about this year and 3 about this year, 1 about next year. And I guess they're all about this year and next year if you look at it from a big picture standpoint. But what wins did we have in the area of communication, both for my business as well as for my personal life? Had a lot of wins this year, a lot of crazy wins. And I think I originally said, okay, come up with 1 to 3. But I'm like, really? We're only going to think about 1 to 3 things that went great for us this year. We're going to spend all the rest of our time and energy thinking about all the things that didn't go well. Forget about it. We are going to massively list out and brainstorm and come up with today as many wins with respect to communication as we absolutely possibly can. Why? Because that's what we want, right? We want more of those things. And the way we get more of those is by actually paying attention to, thinking about, and reminding ourselves that we had them. Secondly, we're going to look at our lessons learned, because I guarantee, if you're like most humans, something you wanted last year didn't fall into place the way you wanted it to, or you did something or took an initiative or stepped out of your comfort zone a teeny weeny bit, and you didn't get the results that you wanted or expected. Now remember, our results that we want and expect, we can expect those, but we can't be tied to them emotionally, or we actually push them away from us. It works that way with money. It works that way with relationships. It works that way with everything. Whether we believe it or not, it's the universal law, so we should probably pay attention to it. So then we're going to look at what are the biggest lessons that we learned. I say pick 3 of those, because that's the opposite of we want things to go really well the first time when we plan them out. We want to get better and better at the things that we choose to do and the things and how we implement them. And so I want us to have more focus on what worked and the wins, and continue to do those and do more of those next year. And then the lessons that we learned, carry with us the lesson, because if we don't take the lesson, we're destined to repeat it. I've seen that play out in my life so many times, in a really sad and pathetic way, until the light bulb goes off and I'm like, okay, well, this is exactly why that happened and why it keeps happening. So either I can let it keep happening and be miserable, or I can change me and not have it happen anymore. Then we're going to share what's our biggest challenge still in the area of communication, because that's something we're going to make sure we deal with and take care of right off the bat next year. And then finally, what's next? What 3 things with respect to communication do we want to make sure happen next year? Any questions about this? Hit me up and ask. It should take maybe 5 minutes to do it, right? But I guarantee if you do it, you will be very appreciative, because at the end of 9 days, we will have gone through all the life framework areas, and that basically sets the tone for and your goals for next year and how you're going to structure your year next year. I don't know about you, but I need a little structure in my life so that things work out more smoothly and I can continuously improve and I can spend the time doing the things that I really love and want to do. All right, that's all I've got today. It is getting very close to Christmas, and I wore a Christmas sweater today specifically because I haven't done anything to get ready for this holiday, and I cannot tell you how many decades it's been since I was this unprepared for a holiday. It's probably a couple of years ago. Oops. All right. Have an amazing day, and I will, of course, be with you tomorrow.